All right. Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in to the WTCF podcast. It's Charlie here hanging out and wanted to go through this last week. So, the intention is set up and it's been based on a Joker quote. And I've done this one in the past and it's time that it's come back around. This is officially the 100th time I have gotten in front of this camera to do a podcast for WTCF. So, that's pretty cool. Like, it's been like 100 times, like 100 weeks of working on this one. So I found that to be pretty important for myself. So pat on the back, tap, tap, and we keep going. So the intention goes breathe, trust, let go, and see what happens. And I've always liked this quote because it sounds very much like a yogi, holistic kind of approach to things. Just breathe, trust, let go, and just see what happens. But I do like the ridiculousness that some of it's accredited to the Joker. Now, I can't actually find the exact moment that he said it, uh, whether it be in comics or film or anything else. It might just be one of those things like it's just been accredited to him, though he didn't deserve it. But who really cares? It's more of like the point of it than like the who went through it. So what I've been focusing in on a little bit more is to again breathe. Breathing is the time that we actually have a link between our mind and our body. So our mind and our body communicate through our breath. So we can do it voluntarily, we can do it involuntarily. So I think it's really important to recognize our ability to just breathe, and it helps to keep us calm. Trust. Trust has been something that I've been working on for a while now, and what I've been trying to focus in on trust is um, more along the lines of asking for help or making sure that everything is prepped so I can just use that domino effect where I just flick the first thing and the catalyst gets going and all the other pieces kind of fall into play. So I'm trying to trust that I'm doing the right processes and procedures to get me to the right spot. And then I need to remind myself to let go. And that's much more along the lines of recognizing stuff that I don't have control over. What I've been worried about a lot this week, or at least thinking about, right? Worry is not the right word, but like the weather itself, like in the Chicagoland area, it's been very cold. It's been very icy, and there's not much I can do about that outside. All right, I can go ahead and prep it by putting salt out, or I can wear a warmer coat. But complaining about it is not actually going to fix anything when it comes to the weather. It's just it's going to be. And now the idea is just to kind of see what happens and continue to do the block and tackle work that I told myself I would continue to do and see where that gets me, right? I feel where I'm at compared to last year, like I wish I was where I'm at right now at the start of last year. I probably would have made a lot more progress. But I think if I didn't go through the rest of it, I wouldn't have learned all the cool things that I've been going through now. So I'm finding that to be really important of myself. So yeah, side note stuff, right? Now we are a week into the new year. I still have not had a drink, which is good, right? I've made progress on that one. A lot of my focus and effort has gone into some small renovations around the house. We're talking painting, redistributing things throughout the house, like doing consolidation work, right? I guess my joke growing up would be like AA batteries and toenail clippers were like kind of worth gold around the house. So there was always ways to go and find batteries and like toenail clippers, and they'd be all over the house. Like people would stash them in different spots. They would kind of move around. So now the idea is to give a good once over to the house, find all the stuff that's like really of value, put it into something else new. Again, it's been a while since I've had any other tenants in the house, so I don't have to worry about them. So I can start to kind of move back into some of these other spaces. So the bathroom got painted all the way through. Looks moderately nice, right? I'm not great at these things, but the idea is to work on them. Another bedroom is like I'm going to say 80% done. I have the trim to go ahead and do, and like the vents. I'm going to paint the vents and just get them a just a nice little update to them. That's the main pieces in there. I've gotten a whole lot of meal prep done, so I got probably a week and a half worth of like every single meal. So I've done a good job of making sure that I'm not going out to eat. I'm just making everything at home, and I've really grown to like enjoy that process. So when I do have one of the nights at the house where I can get away with it, I'll just cook for several hours. So I went with my cousin over to Costco and lucked out and found these giant like pork loins, which is more than enough for for me for a week. So I bought two, I froze one, and I'm probably just gonna be eating pork for a while. So I'm gonna look for different pork recipes. Again, I was able to find a giant bag of rice. So then I made homemade jambalaya. So instead of buying the Zatarain's premix. Boom. I kind of just made the rest of that myself. I already had a bunch of the spices in house. And then I had some spicy chorizo left over for my dad. My dad said it's too spicy for him, so I took it. And then I ended up making like a pasta and sausage deal. I made a giant pot of jambalaya with like green beans and rice and all this other stuff that's in it. Made buffalo chicken burgers, which again, when I talked to my dad about it, he's like, "That don't even sound right." I go, "That sounds amazing." So buffalo chicken burgers, and then basically prepping my breakfast for the week. So my sister gave me some biscuits that she was working on. So I used the biscuits to make a bunch of like basically a bunch of egg sandwiches, like McMuffins. So all these little boxes of just getting checked, right? So I'm just kind of trusting the process of what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to work on next. Exercising within the program. The program is officially started. So it's a modification of Juji Mufu's, I think, Groundbreaker. I don't think it's the naked one. I think it's called Groundbreaker. So we modified it a little bit. So there is some jump training that's in it, and then I have a dedicated jump training day. So it's 3 days a week. Interesting so far. I really enjoy the upper body day. I think that's by far the best part. And day 3 is actually really easy. So I actually had to add another day in just to kind of make sure that the volume all like pans out correctly for myself, right? Again, the goal is to go ahead and dunk. So I've had several times of practicing jump training. I'm really hoping that tonight wraps up in a timely fashion and I can go ahead and practice that. Turns out the jump training only takes about 30 minutes to get through everything that I need to go ahead and do, which is super beneficial, which then means, again, I'll hit it on Friday. So my days work out like this. On Saturday, I have day 1 of the program. Sunday is day 2. Monday is day 3. And then either Tuesday or Wednesday, I practice jump training. And then on Friday, I practice jump training. So that's all checking the boxes. I've really just been making sure that I can get this other work done, trying to go at it from a clear state, organizing other parts of my life. And I think I'm starting to trust the process even more so. That I feel like I'm on the right path. I feel like I'm doing some of the right things. I've learned a couple of other new techniques around new marketing tactics and reaching out to more people and just trying to get help any way that I can, right? And really just saying, hey, I wanted to go ahead and help you out. If anybody does happen to catch this, I do want to go ahead and start a nutrition program. So that'll run about 8 weeks of just education. So there's not like a training program that comes along with it. So I'll be able to sit down, have discussions with people. If you are interested in such a thing, like leave a comment, and then we can go ahead and kind of touch base on that one if you want to get involved in the process. I don't have anything for pricing or any of that yet. I think it just kind of depends on, if I'm going to add a training element into this one. But I think it's about time that I took this different approach and tried to develop a little bit further. So I know I've been talking pretty quick. I'm actually on lunch while in the office. So again, I still have a regular full-time job, still working on that. And then still tonight, I have a board meeting with Thunder Soccer. So I am busy, 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 busy all the time. And that's probably why I sound a little bit quick because I still need to go eat. I got chicken burgers and some of that chorizo pasta is waiting for me. Um, Again, this is number 100 and I'm hoping to continue and make it to 200. All right. Good luck.